Whoa. You back at y'all. It's your boy Benoit, Conflict of Sports checking in.
Whoa, what's up? It's your boy Ben, Conflict of Sports.
Whoa, it's your boy Eazyana. This ain't the boot. Conflict of Sports. It's good.
What's
good?
up? What's up? What's good?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening? We back for another
day. Another day, another week.
I got that big. It came through.
Yeah.
So,
I'm the bar $5.
Appreciate you. Nice doing business with you.
Eden took all the football money.
Yeah, man. You hear me?
I'd rather go to Eden. I'd rather go to Eden a Cowboy fan.
No, man. Who that? Who that?
I ain't gonna say nothing. So what we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, talk about this Philly Brooklyn trade that went down, who got the better end of the deal. Of course, it's All-Star weekend this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that. And we're gonna drop a little words on this whole situation with the what's the difference with the Sha'Carri Richardson failed drug test and the Russian skater failed drug test, but she could participate, and just give a few words on that. That's what we're gonna run with tonight. And so first off, congrats to the Los Angeles Rams.
Shout out.
Winning Super Bowl 56 at home in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.
That's dope. That's dope, man. History.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Odell, man.
And shout out Odell.
Odell got him a ring, man. You know? Odell got him a ring before the Browns got a ring. You know?
Real talk.
Talk about my dog, the problem, man. What they talking about?
Wait, hold up. I think the Browns actually do have a championship. Wait, no, the Browns don't have a championship.
Man, the Browns don't have no championship, man. Stop that. Stop trying to cover up for them.
Wait, no.
There you go.
Because I thought they did with Jim Brown, back then.
Nah, they probably went. They didn't win. They probably went. They didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Me went and win. It kind of sounds the same.
Let's see.
My dog Odell got him a ring, man. Do everything, man.
So what's our first topic?
No.
What's our first topic?
No, they have. I was just checking on that stuff right quick. No,
we already talked about that. We said that they went to the championship before they had a Super Bowl. We already discussed that on the episode.
Talked last week.
Yeah, we already discussed that. They got championship.
We had talked about another team. No, we had talked about another team.
Oh, we talked about the Bengals. We talked about the Bengals.
But it's the same thing with the Browns. The same thing with the Browns. They got NFL championship and they got the other championship before the NFL. They never been in no Super Bowl. They're the boy relevant right now.
That's what I'm looking at.
That's irrelevant, man. Look back on this shit, man.
That's irrelevant. That's done. We just said that. Let's move on to the important stuff.
Yeah. And shout out he from Cecilia, one of Cecilia's own. He on the Rams team. Went to UL, Raymond Calais.
Raymond Calais.
Okay.
Raymond Calais got him a ring. Shout out to Eazyana.
Yeah, right. I saw that. I ain't know what that was, but yeah, I did see that. Salute
Yeah.
That's fire though. That's fire. That boy that brought he got him a ring.
Yeah, and Big Wit work. He another one from Louisiana.
That lineman?
Yeah, West Monroe. Yeah. And
Okay.
he another one. He went to LSU also. He went to LSU also, won a national championship with LSU, 3-time high school championship at West Monroe, Super Bowl champ now.
Matthew Stafford, dog. Shout out to him.
Matthew Stafford.
You hear me? Matthew, you hear me? Not Matt.
Matt Stafford.
Matthew.
And look, and shout out, he did that for my boy Megatron. Shout out to Megatron, because Megatron left because some people was locking that man down. That man had to retire. So shout out to Megatron, because if they would have let that man go to another team, that man would have went to a fire team with a good franchise because he had the quarterback, they just didn't have the coaching staff. Because ain't nothing was
shout
holding
out to
Megatron was holding it down. Ain't nothing. If Megatron coming down with it.
Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald.
Man, even the coach became the youngest coach to win.
Yeah,
the youngest coach. He's just 35. 36, man. 4 years older than me, man. You know, like
boss same age with me, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like head coach, man, young head coach, man. You know, like that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. I don't know. Even like no lie, even though I can't really blame. How much as I hate them for that PI call, we can't blame them. We gotta blame the refs.
Yeah.
And through everything from there, from even probably the year before that, like the Rams they earned the Super Bowl. This Super Bowl wasn't given to the Rams. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It was they through the years, they grew. They learned from their mistakes. They played hard, dog, and I mean they deserve it. Like straight up, they can't take nothing away from them, bro.
Nope. Nah, they got because look, man, at the end of the day, bro, like key players came up huge in key moments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Matthew Stafford came up huge on that last drive. Cooper Kupp came up huge. You know, and of course, Aaron Donald.
The last play of the game, yeah. Aaron Donald.
You know, he came up huge.
And looking back at that play, if Aaron Donald hadn't put that pressure and got to him, I mean, from what they're showing now, Chase had Ramsey beat wide open.
Yeah, Ramsey fell.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he was beat. You know.
Yeah.
So, but if it wasn't for Aaron Donald and that pressure, you know, it was a chance that. But defense wins championships, and shout out Aaron Donald, man.
And you know, we can't forget, you know, we got to shout out the Cincinnati Bengals too, because they had one hell of a season.
Honestly, just with the NFL, they should have changed it, bro. I think like they should have gave the Rams their whole team like should have just been like MVP. Just like we're gonna give the first time we're gonna give everybody MVP, the whole team.
You know,
because honestly, I mean, at this point, who you get an MVP to? Like
they gave it to Cooper Kupp, but
Aaron Donald. I mean,
you could have gave it to Aaron Donald,
the quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Odell Beckham, you know what I'm saying? He don't get the touchdown, they don't win.
Yeah.
Just to say.
But I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think with the NFL MVP too, I think it's a vote. Like I think people they be voting on that. Well, not fans. I don't think the fans vote on it. But yeah, it's like you really couldn't go wrong with either choice, you know. But if anybody really had to get it, I'll say Aaron Donald, because he kind of took over, you know, the last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter, you know. Right. So But yeah, man, still shout out Cincinnati though. Young team, you know, for Joe Burrow to bounce back the way he did, after the injury he had last year, to come back second year, take your team all the way to the Super Bowl. Hey, shout out to him, Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Eazyana, like the whole team, the coach, Zach Taylor. Just shout out the whole team except for one player. Which that one player will remain no named. So with that being said, damn, bro, it's gonna hurt, bro. No more football.
I honestly think the Bengals are gonna be back now. If they build up that defense and get
they will.
I think they'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
They will. But they gotta fix that offensive line. They gotta spend money on offensive line. The Bengals got the third most money in cap space for this upcoming offseason. So they got the money to spend. Fix that offensive line. Cause I saw a report earlier. After that tackle where he went down, he had an MCL sprain after that play.
Damn.
So it's like you gotta hey, bro, that's your number. That was your number one draft pick last season. That's your franchise right there. You gotta protect it. You gotta protect that man. So I hope they spend the money on offensive linemen because they need it. They need it. Big time. So I said, man, no more football is gonna be kind of I take that back. Because they do have
basketball taking over. We back.
Yeah, but they do have another little football league that's gonna be coming out. I think next month or in April.
I ain't watching that.
Well, it's the XFL, but they changed the name because The Rock and some other investors they bought it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the USFL.
I ain't watching it.
So hey, it's gonna be a little, you gotta check it out just to see, see what it.
Man, I ain't checking out none of that, man. I'm about to waste my time with that.
Hey,
I'll watch some highlights, but I ain't sitting down and watch no game. It ain't gonna be the same. That's how the NFL winning because the logo is historic. It's household names. Like they would actually have to start. The only way I'm gonna start watching that is if they start stealing the top 15 picks. Like if they start stealing players that supposed to be in the NFL, and we want to see them play because they was fired in college and they turned down the NFL to go there, then I'm gonna be like, all right, they going over there for a reason. Let me go check it out. But for me to just go check it out, what I think gonna happen is it'll be like one of those situations to where the players that don't get drafted go over there, show their ass, and then a team from the NFL pick them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shit. That's like the fucking the Canadian league and shit too. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They already had it. I don't watch it.
My dog. Yeah. I mean that.
To be honest with you, I didn't even watch it when Chad Johnson was and Tillman was playing for them. I didn't watch that.
Man, so you telling me you never used to watch the NFL Europe?
Nope.
When they had NFL Europe.
I ain't watching. Why would I want to watch
Hell no. You talking about them sad ass teams that was on Madden?
They had NFL players playing on them teams they
didn't have nobody. They didn't have no top 15 pick that say I'm not going to the NFL, I'm going to Europe. They did not have that. The only thing I can say that came close to me wanting to see it, and I couldn't see it because I could never find it, and I didn't feel like searching, is when the NBA players had the lockout and J.R. Smith and them was going to play overseas. That's when I was like, I want to see what they're doing over there. But other than that,
Yeah.
I ain't watch that because to me, I was like, man, I know J.R. Smith. J.R. went over there when J.R. was still J.R. And then he came back and played for the Knicks with Carmelo and them, and he showed up. And I was like, damn, all right. Because he was stuck out there. You don't remember J.R. Smith was stuck because his contract was messed up. So he had to
Mm-hmm.
finish his contract overseas, and then he was able to join the team in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But enough about that, though.
Yeah, since we rolled into basketball, man, what y'all think about the Philly Brooklyn trade? Who y'all think won?
Brooklyn won. I think
deal?
Brooklyn won. Brooklyn won the trade.
I ain't gonna say it yet. I'm leaning towards what he said. I kind of understand.
I mean, if we going off paper.
No. I'm saying like I'm leaning towards that way, but I'm not gonna make that assumption yet until Ben Simmons starts playing and James Harden starts playing, and I get to see how they develop into the playoffs, and I can be like, all right, I see who won what trade because the playing style for James Harden wasn't fit for what they was trying to do in Brooklyn. It looked good on paper, but it never really happened because of the shit going on with Kyrie, and they never really had a real time to actually play together and have a real run. So when everybody started playing, and we get to see who actually won, because right now, of course, Brooklyn gonna look like they won because Brooklyn on paper, like you said, they look better, and to me the shooting style. They got a better deal out of it as far as the offensive players that they got for it. James Harden just one player. So we all know what James Harden can do if they kind of circle the offense around. James Harden is a nice assist man. You got a true big man that you can remember how we had that conversation about a true big man? Well, that's a true big man that he has in Philly. So if he don't have nothing working, he just got to throw it up and B's gonna get it.
Yeah, but I gotta let you know though, he froze up right quick though. You know, you like to clown on me about my internet. You just kind of froze up.
I'm not even on the internet. So you lost that bet right there.
Yeah, but you froze up though.
But I'm not on the internet.
I'm not on the internet. They be showing.
But you see how it's fucking all over? I'm about to put the Wi-Fi on. Let me show you what real Wi-Fi look like. Let me show you something. Since he want to talk that shit. But only Cowboy playing.
See. All I'm saying is the fucking Sixers damn near got blew out by 40 the other night.
Yeah, that was last night, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
You understand me? Them niggas. And then we had the other night, the Nets played. My boy Curry dropped 23. Just to say, first game.
What game you talking about? Let me go pull the stats up. You talking about what, last night?
Nah, I'm just talking about the two game their first game after the trade. Both Philly and then Brooklyn.
Yeah. That was Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day was the first game after the trade for the Nets.
But we can't really look at Philly yet until Harden play.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I mean,
but still, that was like, whoa, like y'all really losing by like this much, like whoa, like what's going on?
So what you telling me? James Harden would have had to score 40 for them to win.
But
which is not out of his reach.
No, it's definitely not. But shit.
I can see if it was Curry.
Okay, so we're gonna wait for the next game and we're gonna see because shit, if I mean he gonna have to score 40 every night.
But they do again, but they're gonna have to, but you see the thing, and we all know with basketball, they're gonna inherit him in there. Like they got a good coach. You know what I'm saying? He's not foreign. Yeah, he's not foreign. He's not foreign to drawing up execution plays. Like they got him. That's Doc Rivers over there, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Who?
That's Doc Rivers, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about players.
You got. No, I'm saying that you got a championship caliber coach that's known for doing this shit. So it's gonna work, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna work because I got to.
Okay, but this is okay, and this is the thing we gotta look at with James Harden. Okay, so and we talked about this before. James Harden playing style. How will it translate to Philly?
I think it's gonna be good though because at the end of the day, he got a big man.
Okay, yeah, and he got a big man, but every situation he goes to now, or every situation he's in now, his play style don't mesh with whoever he's trying to play with, because, and we can put all the blame on Mike D'Antoni, because Mike D'Antoni.
I was just about to say that.
Mike D'Antoni is the one who turned James Harden into an ISO player, and that's all he wants to do now.
No, so peep game on this though. Not to cut you off, I'm gonna let you finish. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut you off, but let's look at it like this. Before you go to your point, because I know your point, you're gonna have a solid point. I know where you're going, but let's look at this. When James Harden had Capella, how that gelled?
Pick and roll.
All right, but did it work out though? Capella was doing his shit, and once they tried to get on Capella, Harden showed up and did his shit. Now they didn't go. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like that was a strong championship run, but when he had Capella, you seen that.
Oh yeah,
Capella fed off of James Harden because when they traded him, he wasn't the same Capella he was in Houston.
Well, it took him a while to
he wasn't the same. He wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Right? So I look at it like this. If you compare the two, and I'm gonna ask you on this question, I know the answer, but if you was to pick out of Embiid and Capella, who would you gonna pick as your big man?
Oh, Embiid, definitely.
Come on, there ain't even no comparison.
But I had to say that for the people. So with that being said, if James Harden can make Capella look like that, what you think he's gonna do with Embiid if it
man, what you
like
mean
that?
Embiid? So man, you rather play with fucking Embiid or Durant?
No, but Durant not no big man. I'm talking about big man.
Durant is a fucking whatever you want.
Durant not no big man. Don't get into this conversation with me. You know that man not no big. That man not about to play no five.
Man,
that man cannot play no five, and he will never play no five. He is a sniper.
He ain't gonna play no five.
He is a sniper. You're not about to put Durant at no five. I don't care what lineup you got. That man not playing five.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing, nigga, when you playing, man. Fuck all that. Get what?
No, I know what you getting at. You know, with the whole him playing with a big man. You know,
all I'm saying is with a true big man that got skill, and with Harden, is already proven that it can work. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's gonna be some shit that you ain't never seen.
Over there. That nigga got August over there.
But the offense wasn't running through him as point.
And they ain't, because he ain't. What are you gonna do? Why would they run it through him?
But that's my thing, though.
Why would I got all these fucking players over there? Why would I run it through James Harden?
But when you bring that man there, what I'm saying is that all I'm saying is that when the offense through point is ran through Harden with a big man, it's proven to where it can work. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Like I said, I'm not saying that.
What you mean work? What you mean work? That nigga ain't got no ring with Capella. What he got, an MVP? He got an MVP?
It's going to complement his playing style is what I'm saying.
He got an MVP? What, for MVP? Nigga, what? MVP, bro?
Man.
But you can't, okay. So,
but what I'm saying, though, am I saying that wrong? Y'all understand what I'm saying, though?
I know what you're trying to say, but Capella and Embiid are two different big men. Embiid can go get 40 by himself.
Right. But he's not gonna have to go get 40 is what I'm saying. You don't have to put up 40, big man.
But
you don't have to put up 40.
But he still can't. So what I'm saying is with James Harden. So what I'm saying is with James Harden,
whenever you sit down James Harden, I can leave him on the floor and know that I don't have to come back in and try to do some fucking half-court shot. Because I know I got a big man that can play pick and roll and can hold his own. You can't say that about Capella. You see James Harden again, Capella not scoring 25.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is with James Harden and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant said that James Harden will never win a championship playing ISO basketball the whole game.
I never said he will. I never said that. I never complimented that.
That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Okay, every good partner he's had, it doesn't work because of his playing style. You had the best point guard, probably one of the best point guards that's going to go down in NBA history, and he couldn't make it work with Chris Paul.
He had a Hall of Famer damn near.
Hall of Famer. Because his playing style, he wants to play ISO basketball.
Niggas talk that shit, man. That nigga done played with some of the best players in the league right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Harden's been around though, and so, I mean, like you say, like they say, the way he played, he gotta adjust to them people. Them people ain't gotta adjust. If them people adjust to him, them people ain't gonna win. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. It's basketball.
And another thing too is though, his first choice before he got traded to Brooklyn was Philly. So he honestly never wanted to be in Brooklyn in the first place.
Right.
Brooklyn
and we seen how he played in Brooklyn. He didn't give his 100% in Brooklyn. He went out there giving us James Harden.
But you know, still, you got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. In 2 seasons, but these dudes only played a total of 16 games together. All three. 16 games together.
Crazy.
So we'll see how it worked out, you know, and Brooklyn and Philly play each other in a few weeks. So
March 10th. I already checked it. March 10th.
So hopefully Kyrie play, hopefully Kevin Durant play, and hopefully Ben Simmons. Well, I know Ben Simmons gonna play.
March 10th. Oh, yeah, they say finally, all of a sudden, Ben Simmons is in the spirit to play basketball again.
But I get it. I was kind of watching his, you know, his press conference, and I get it. You know, he sometimes, you know, shit can be, you know, more mental stuff than you know, basketball wise. You know, right. Them last few years in Philly was tough. You know, and I get it. You know, the man was in a bad place mentally about, you know what I'm saying, about the basketball stuff in Philly. And so, you know, it's a fresh start for him. He get a fresh start. You know, clean start. You know, got some shooters around him in Brooklyn.
Might motivate him to start making a few shots.
You know, and that was the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of what happened in Philly was more mental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or the coaches didn't trust him enough to shoot, maybe. We've seen the videos of him in pickup games. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen the videos of him in pickup games, like knocking down jump shots like it ain't nothing.
Right.
You know, so maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe the coaching game plans played a part in that. You know, they probably didn't want him to shoot, maybe, you know. So hopefully, you know, with this fresh start in Brooklyn, you know, he shows up, you know, as the Ben Simmons that we knew
at LSU.
You know, so, but it's still safe to say, if Brooklyn don't win a championship this season, they did all this for nothing. So Because just like, you know what I'm saying, just like we can get on LeBron about a lot of situations that he do with players and this and that. We got to give the same thing to Kevin Durant in Brooklyn. Like, you making, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting down with these people, making these adjustments, giving them the okay to make certain moves. So if Brooklyn don't win nothing, it's on KD. So, but that's how I feel. That's how I think. That's how I feel about this situation. Y'all may feel differently on it, but when you look at the East, man, you got Chicago up there, you got Miami up there. You got a young, hungry Cleveland Cavaliers team up there. So Iggy might go. Yeah.
We'll see after the All-Star break who really won it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because after All-Star break, that's after All-Star weekend. Now it's time to get with it.
When the real season starts.
It's time to get with it. I know y'all seen Giannis dropped that 50-piece McNugget last night.
Oh, and a 50-piece with the dipping sauce. You can't forget the dipping sauce.
With the dipping sauce. The dipping sauce. Hey, bro. And these are things, bro, we talked about last season on Giannis. Once Giannis got comfortable with his jump shot,
that mid-range.
And this is scary, bro. And he gets you with a little dribble pull up. No hesitation with his jump shot. Just whoop. Like, man, that's scary. That's scary.
And he got a ring already. So
he got the ring already.
He know what it felt like. He went through that first.
He got the ring already.
And look, I'm gonna go as far as to say this. He keep balling out like this. They gotta pass the torch to somebody. That man gonna be the face of the NBA.
Yeah, when people gonna want to go to Milwaukee to actually play with him.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Because at the same time, you can say LeBron is the face of the NBA, but you also have other pieces like they're gonna have in the future. It'll be Giannis, Ja, Melo. Give me some more young names.
Trae Young, Luka, Jason Tatum.
Tatum is there, but I think they either, and I'm not saying they're gonna do it. They either gonna have to trade Tatum or get Tatum a new cast around him and actually make him that franchise player for Boston.
Yeah,
because you can kind of see it's not unfolding right. Like they had their time as a team, but they're gonna have to break their team up and put something around there and reconstruct that franchise because the way it's looking, everybody wants the ball. It's this is Tatum's team, and that's gonna be their problem. They're gonna have to treat Tatum like they did with Paul Pierce, like this your team, but we're gonna compliment you to what we still know this your team. But we're going to enhance it to where it's going to complement you more than what you already have.
Yeah.
They got to do that for Tatum because if they don't, he's just going to be another player over there. Like, this is going to be like, all right, Tatum doing this thing, but they not winning.
Yeah. And another young name, it depending on how long he stays in San Antonio, I think he'll he going to be, one of them dudes, DeJounte Murray in San Antonio. So still, Jokic, he's still young. You know what I'm saying? Jokic still young.
What about DeRozan?
We talking about the younger.
Yeah, but DeRozan not in the class when I say as far as the new faces of the NBA.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like when it's passed down.
The younger guys.
DeRozan fit in with what's going on right now. DeRozan is a part of the LeBron, the Steph Curry. That's the era. The Dame Dollar, like that's their little cast right there. Like when they had Michael Jordan, Sean Kemp, Karl Malone, like that was their cast. The new cast will be with those cats. So it's going to be in good hands, but at the same time, they're going to have to keep adding them pieces with Giannis to make sure that he's complimented right. Because it's going to come a time to where he's not going to be able to do what he's doing now. As we start to see with LeBron, it's just with LeBron, his shit lasts so long that people expect so much from him. A regular 25, 28 point night is not like, wow, because that's okay. That all right, 28, okay, cool. But you can have another player score 28, you'd be like, man, that boy balling. For LeBron, that's not the case. For Durant, that's not the case. For Steph, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like they score that, you're like, oh, all right, yeah, he scored 25. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
like that's like because you know, because we're used to those guys like putting up those numbers, you know. So to us, you know, to us, you know, and you know, the people, a lot of them analytic people that's pretty much messing up basketball right now, you know, they look at that, you know, and it's like they think that's easy to just go out there and, you know, score 25 points a game. Like, man, that ain't easy.
Right. You can imagine like you can imagine how if LeBron was to average 20 points, if LeBron was to start averaging 20 points a game, they'll be saying, oh man, that boy's some trash, man.
Yeah.
But 20 points is 20 points. You can't just score 20 points. You can't average 20 points. The average is
like some of these guys, you know, they make it look easy. You know, some guys, you know, some players, you know, they make it look easy, you know what I'm saying? Scoring 25, 28, 30 points a night. You know, they make it look easy, but that's not easy. You know, you gotta put in the work.
Right.
You know, you gotta put in the work for that. But and another thing too that I was going to jump on too though, you know, we was talking about how Giannis, you know, he okay. Now another player, you know, he's still kind of young, but he's getting, you know, he's not as young anymore. Embiid, now you look at Embiid, and if they didn't do this James Harden trade, it's like, you know, and people, you know, a lot of NBA analysts been saying it for a while. It's like they're wasting his prime years in Philly.
Who's that?
The way Joel Embiid been playing the last few seasons, you know, it's like he's wasting his time in Philly. And this season is the healthiest he's been, like playing in game wise.
But for Embiid though, Embiid ain't been in the league that long. Embiid ain't been in the league that long.
Embiid been in the league 7-8 years now.
Yeah, seven years. That's not bad.
But he didn't, you know, he didn't play much like his first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so I mean, still he ain't double digits yet. I could see if he was on year 11 and we're looking at it like, oh, 7 years. That's college, and he a sophomore. Like if you look at it, that's college and 2 years in the NBA if you want to count it like that. But it's still 7 years. That's still not.
Embiid, you know what I'm saying? Embiid getting to that point, you know what I'm saying? Probably Embiid, you know, he getting to that point, you know, 28, 29, 30, you know, in that area. It's like, okay, like
I don't like how they do that. I don't like once you start getting by 30 or you by 29.
No, it's not that.
Man, that man still got a lot of time left, man.
Yeah, he still got a lot of time, but what I'm saying is the time he's been wasting in Philly, like the last few years, like he's been the last 3 seasons, Embiid has been in the MVP conversation the way he's been playing. But the pieces really haven't been around him like that in Philly. Well, some pieces were there, but it just didn't work out. You know, so and certain players, it's like, okay, it's like how long should you waste, you know, your talent with teams, you know? So that's what I'm saying. It's like you could, you know, for certain players, you get to that point, it's like, okay, I'm kind of wasting my time here now. Like maybe it's time for something new, a refreshing situation, because the clock running in Philly, like it's running in Philly. It's like they have to win a championship, like with Joel Embiid, and if not, the process was for nothing. And that's just something, you know what I'm saying? Because Joel Embiid always was saying, trust the process. So if they don't win nothing, the process ain't work. So, and like I said, man, you got All-Star Weekend coming up. It's gonna be interesting. Probably the best thing probably gonna be the 3-point contest.
Yeah. I like kind of how they changed the skills. And how they got all the brothers.
The Antetokounmpos. I had to learn how to say that last name. I couldn't say that last name for nothing.
They're gonna be fire though, man. Yeah, I don't really be into All-Star. Honestly, I think my last All-Star game was Kobe's.
Dang. Nah, I'm always in the All-Star. I'm always into All-Star Weekend.
Same with the Pro Bowl, bro.
It's not well, but like just to dab on that, like with the whole Pro Bowl situation, as fans, we want to see, football, but I get it, for the players, they're not trying to go out there and risk injuries when the off season is coming around, and then boom, contract talks coming up. So they not
okay, but who ideal? But who ideal was it to change? Because with a real Pro Bowl game, you know what I'm saying, and it was after a Super Bowl, so
yeah.
No, I don't see it like at this point. What you said?
No, I was saying I get it at this point. It's like they not they going out there to have fun, not really risking. They not trying to injure each other out there. So
shit, they might want to change that shit to a rookie and sophomore game.
No, what I was gonna say is, since they pretty much just trying to keep it safe, might as well just make it a flag football game. Just let them play flag football.
If you're gonna change the flag, you might well just cut the whole fucking game out. Or
just cut the Pro Bowl.
I say do a rookie and a sophomore game. What else we got?
So well, we're still on basketball. So, and I want to see what's y'all opinions on that, because I seen Adam Silver came out and said something about he pretty much don't understand what's the situation with the fact that unvaccinated players can play in New York, but the home team unvaccinated players can't play. So basically he's saying that's
probably a law. It's probably a law to where, being that they're employed underneath the New York standards, that they have to follow those guidelines because their residency is New York. So if they want to finesse the system, they can rebrand it to where that whole organization, as far as like what they getting paid from on their main office, is not in New York, and they're only playing the game in Madison Square Garden as if they renting it out or some shit like that. Because if that's the case, it's looking as if you can't play. You have to follow where you're employed at the guidelines of that county or that state. And being that they're not, they can play there, which is stupid.
That's how, no, that's how.
But
it is.
but
That's how
but
it
all
is.
they got
If you play,
yeah, all they got.
if you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I'm saying though, so what they can do is, I bet New York gonna miss that money because they paying taxes on all of that, so they get money from that the state. If they do that shit to be like, all right, since that's how the rules gotta be, whatever state has that same law guideline, let's just move the franchise underneath another state or another whatever that's there, and then they'll be able to play.
Man,
they can do about it. No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
That's for that. That's for that.
No,
why not?
I mean, if that's the
state
law, that's the state law.
If that's what they're doing, why you gonna hurt your home team? I can understand if the away player can't play, that's fine. But your home team, your fans are going to the Barclays Center to see your star player, Kyrie Irving, but he can't play at home, but he can play away.
Listen,
that's stupid. And Adam Silver, as the commissioner,
I'm not saying that.
He should have been said something.
But by him saying something, not going to change the law. That man ain't got no pull like that in New York.
But you're the commissioner of the NBA,
right? So a fix to that is what I just said. Them people, the one thing that'll change the law or change the mind is when you play with their money. They still eating off of the taxes of the salary of the player that can't play at home. So if you take that money away, they're gonna change their mind.
Nah,
they're gonna change them because they're not gonna want to lose that money. Money rule everything when it comes to that. They making millions of dollars off of taxes.
Going to hurt over the Nets game like that, man.
No, but that's millions of dollars.
Yeah,
that should generate money.
And they're but. Yeah,
but they already losing. They already losing money because a lot of fans know that when they go to a Brooklyn home game, they're not gonna see Kyrie Irving.
Man, so that shit's still selling tickets, man. Stop playing.
Yeah,
them people still going.
But they're selling more tickets than they would sell with
but they still eating. They still eating those. What I'm saying. If you wanna, we all know this. Think about it like this. Let me give you another example. No, just hear me out. Let me give you another example.
But
right?
Okay, but one of the things you said earlier. I just want to say this one thing. One of the things you said earlier was about them moving the team. How you gonna move the team?
I never said. I said move as far as financial wise. They still gonna be located in Brooklyn.
Man, how you going? That's like you saying. That's like, okay, you employed for Louisiana. That's like your company, or you work for right now, say, you know what, we're gonna go move our stuff to Texas right now. And you think you're gonna work under the Texas law? No, you still under Louisiana.
No, that's false because I've done that before. When I was working in California, I was working for the company, but I was employed by California. So when that layoff happened for me in California, I was getting unemployment from California, not Louisiana. When I filed my taxes, I had to file under California.
Because it wasn't like you went. It wasn't like you went to this work and then went home. You lived here on the job, so of course they're gonna say you live in California.
But that's where the job was located. Even when I give you another one. That's one.
Yeah, but you live here and you working here. You saying they move there, do whatever, and then go back and play the games in Brooklyn. I mean, Madison Square Garden.
But listen to my example. That's one job. The second contract that I got, I was living in Louisiana. The company was based in Louisiana, but I was employed underneath the Texas law. So the only time I was in Texas was whenever I was on tower. So my schedule when I was in Texas, what my shit was, I think I was 14-7. I would come home for my 7 days. My 14 days, I'm on the job location. I come back home. I was underneath Texas laws. I was getting Texas state, Texas guidelines. So I was a resident of Louisiana. I didn't live in Texas, but I was employed under Texas. But the company was based in Louisiana. I was just under the Texas division. All I'm saying is
So
the financial. I'm saying though, if they move the financial part of that franchise, they don't have to move the organization. Is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they got to be the South Carolina Nets, but playing Barclays. I'm saying that if they move that financial institution where the actual checks are being written at for the franchise and put that in another not state or another county that allows that, they can't stop that from happening because they'll be employed underneath that city, but they will still be performing there. Same thing like with New Orleans. New Orleans practice facility and shit is not New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So if that parish where they at is different from Orleans Parish,
it's Louisiana though, man. That's Louisiana. It's a state.
No, I'm just saying though, like move around. When the Saints was the practice facility was in Mississippi.
Yeah, but that was temporarily for that reason, for hurricane or whatever else.
But all I'm saying is it's a way around it. That's all I'm saying. That's a way around it. If they want to,
the way around it is the shit is stupid. It's stupid.
But they can't change that though. I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is if they play with them people money, because at the end of the day they make it. People, we might say a couple of million is not nothing. I don't know the exact amount of money they're making off of taxes with them, but everybody on that roster got multi-million-dollar contracts. If they don't get that tax money from that, they gonna change their mind on that. They gonna make an exception. A law can be written on that shit. Them people control the law. So the money control the law. So
worry about the law. The people is the law.
But
right. But that money run the law.
I know what you're saying. Like I know what you're saying. But the only way that would work is if the NBA, if the NBA actually owned these teams.
But that's what I'm saying. Though.
The NBA don't own the teams.
So you saying that can't be no fix is what I'm saying? That's a workaround. So I'm saying that can work. Some people gonna change their mind. So because that team still bringing revenue to that city.
The NBA commissioner working for the GMs of them NBA teams, just like the NFL commissioner. He's working. You know what I'm saying? So the teams are owned by their owners. They're really not owned by the NBA. So
I know all that, but all I'm saying is there's a way around. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is a way around.
You got to go through the owner of the team.
Listen, and this might be a bad example. This might be a bad example. And truth be told, it's still a fucked up situation. But I want to bring this back up, not to jump from sport to sport, because I still want to cover NBA. But let me bring it to the NFL, for example. Right? When the whole kneeling thing was going on with the flag, right? When they was knocking people for kneeling for the national anthem and shit like that. Enough noise, enough attention, they gonna change it. You gotta address it. It might not have went in Kaepernick's favor, but it was addressed. It got to the point to where they tried to play him and make it seem like they was giving him workouts, but they didn't want no cameras there, and he called a bluff. But the attention towards it, they had to change it to where they had teams that was doing it that didn't want to do it. Dallas didn't want to. The Dallas Cowboys, them people didn't want to kneel for the national anthem, but so much attention was raised to it to where they had to do it on TV because it was fucking their money up. Money rules everything. So if you play with these people money, they gonna have to put attention towards it. It be raised awareness, and I'm not gonna say they're gonna change it, but it'll be addressed accordingly because them people don't give a fuck right now. We all know that because they still getting the money off of the revenue that's coming for that team that they hurt. That's all I'm saying.
can't compare those two, bro. And that's all.
No. I'm just saying as far as attention wise, attention is not being raised. It's not being raised to awareness. Kyrie is a great player. Kyrie is a fire player. But that's not a situation
we could. But no, that's not a situation we could really compare to this one, because this one is
as far as attention wise. As far as attention, all I'm saying is who stopped watching Brooklyn from playing because Kyrie not playing. I just watched Brooklyn play.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. It's just
by me watching that, the people getting money off of that still. They're not hurting for the money, is what I'm saying. You play with their money, they gotta put the attention towards it. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying.
Yeah, but as the commissioner, he should have been said something about that situation if that's the case. You know,
but you saying that but his name don't hold no weight though. That man's name don't hold no weight.
He's the commissioner.
The Players Association hold that, because some people, they vote and make the agreement on what's going to be done. If they feel that the rules and shit not done, the commissioner can't say y'all still got to play. They not going to play. They're going to have a lockout.
Yeah. So another thing I'm going to get at, okay? So he coming out and saying this now. You knew this before the season even started about New York having that mandate. You know what I'm saying? He was all for it. So what's the reason he coming out now and saying that it's stupid?
Attention is being talked about. That's all I'm saying. Attention makes you have to move a mountain. When the attention starts going towards something, he have to go attention. If nobody was making no big deal about it, he'd have never said nothing. But being that it's starting to grow and grow and grow and grow, he gotta address it. That man don't want to address that. He's still getting paid. That man don't give a fuck about that, but it's being brought to his attention over and over and over. He tired of answering questions about it. After a while, it's like, all right, fuck, let me do something about it, make it seem like I care. That man don't give a fuck about that. But the attention is making him have to address it. Same way as what I'm saying is if they do it the other way, which it is a dumb idea. But if you put enough attention towards it, you're going to have to address it. And then once he addresses it, now the conversation is back on New York, because now he addressed it, showing that he's on the player side. The players already clearly said they on the player side. They running with their brothers. So now New York got to account for that. Like, wait, so that's true. So why the fuck a player from another franchise that's not vaccinated can come play here, but our very own player that we want to come see can't play here? The attention is brought to it. They gonna have to speak up.
They should have discussed that before the season started and worked that out before the season started.
But what I'm saying, you missing what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is the attention is making him have to talk about it. He has to talk about it.
Yeah, but when he talking about it, he talking stupid.
Right, because he really don't care. That's what I'm saying. But he has to.
Yeah, but so if that's the case, if he really don't care, then he's the commissioner. He can say, "Fuck y'all, I ain't saying nothing."
The only way he can say "fuck it" is if he's like, "Well, fuck it, Brooklyn not playing in Brooklyn. Now y'all gonna hurt." And then the people gonna lose the money. They got everybody that worked there.
Man.
The state gonna lose out of money.
It ain't him, bro.
What you just said, go back to what I just said. The NBA don't own the team. The owner does. So
all right, what the owner can be like, I'm losing money because you're not letting one of my franchise players play. We're not playing here. Now let's put it in his court.
It ain't the NBA.
The owner. I'm talking about the owner. He can control
it. That's the state of New York rule.
It's not the NBA rule.
Right. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is when you put attention towards it, and
so
all he had to say,
all the nigga had to do was come on and say, "Look, man, this is the state rules. Hey, if you ain't vaccinated, you can't play away or home. That's the rules." And left it at that.
But they're not doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Not letting one the away team can play, but the home. What? That doesn't make sense. If that's the case, like Gordon said, hey man, let the home team play and then the away team can't play. If you're gonna do it like that, that's how it should go. Not the other
way. But at the same time, but then if you look at it, that's the same thing. That's still gonna be the same scenario. So now you got players. So now my players. So now my players can't play, and we gonna take L's because the people
it's not because everybody is vaccinated. This rule is strictly for Kyrie. Who else isn't vaccinated?
They got other players. They got a lot of. They got
other players that's not vaccinated, but we don't. And I'm not. And no.
Why we don't know them? Why we don't know them?
No, because they not no franchise type players.
Exactly. So they don't care. They don't care. They ain't losing their franchise money. They ain't losing their franchise money.
And that bring that back to what I'm saying. They don't care. Truthfully, they do not care because they're not losing money. They still making money off it.
Well, don't say that.
They still making. Think about it like this. If you selling a product, right? You selling a product, and no, I lied. If you getting money from a product that's not yours, right? And that product is still generating money, you're not hurting because you still getting paid because Kyrie's still paying taxes because he's still getting paid. So it's not bothering them because they still getting the same amount of money if he playing or he not playing. You hit them where it hurting their pocket. No matter what it is, they still getting money from Kyrie not playing or playing because he's still on the books. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Them people not hurting for the money because they're not hurting the way it matters. Them people care about money. Trust me. The state of New York care about money.
Yeah.
They care about money. If they didn't care about money, they would have never took the Brooklyn name under their wing. They would have let them people stay in New Jersey.
But and all I'm saying is, as the commissioner of the NBA, where the fans are coming to see the star players, he should have been said something about this before the season even started, and they could have had something. They could have worked. You know what I'm saying? They could have had something in play before the season started for all that.
Man, fuck it. Look at it like this. If that was Luka, I bet you that law would have changed. I bet you Mark Cuban would have put his foot down and been like, all right, that's how y'all want to play it. Fuck y'all then. This is what I'm gonna do. Dallas can't afford to lose that money.
Yeah, of
like
course
the money is where it's at. It's all about the front office, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm done with that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but sort of this other topic I got for us, man, and I seen this the other day. Well, I think everybody's seen it. You know, we got to talk about it because it's something that's it's gonna make the Olympic Committee look bad. We all know what happened with Sha'Carri Richardson. With the failed drug test, they told her she couldn't participate. We fast forward a few months into 2022. They say you have a Russian figure skater, failed drug test. I don't know what came up in her failed drug test, but anybody that played any sports, participated in anything, a failed drug test is a failed drug test. Not supposed to participate. So so to the Olympic Committee is like, okay, so what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the difference? One failed a drug test, the other one failed a drug test, but yet one could still participate. So that's a bad look for the Olympic Committee. A very bad look. So whatever was in the failed drug test, let's say they found a steroid or something in her failed drug test, but Richardson only had weed. So that don't look good. That don't look good, and we have our own assumptions on what it really is, but a lot of people in the world probably not going to look at it how we look at it, you know, because they don't want to look at it that way. But you have to look at it that way. Like, what's the difference? You know, if I fail a drug test, I can't participate. You fail a drug test for something, but they let you participate. You know what I'm saying?
And where you said old girl was from?
Russia.
All right, and then I'm gonna ask you again. Where you say old girl was from?
Russia.
You think them people about to play with Russia?
Nope.
No, I'm just saying. No, so hear me out. So where you say she was from?
Russia.
Okay, where's she from? E.
Russia.
All right, you think them people about to play with them people?
Nope.
My point exactly. So with that being said, they know who to play with. Where that girl from?
The Soviet Union.
Oh, all right. You talking about the Soviet Union? You talking about the motherfuckers that run around with the knives on the end of the gun?
Yep.
Huh? You talking about them with the shank at the end of the AK?
Yep.
Oh, all right. I rest my case. I don't have to go into detail with that. They gonna rise to that. Let that woman wouldn't have never been able to play in their prized possession for them to get a gold medal. They take that shit serious. Some shit was gonna go down at the Olympics if that girl would have never. If they would have let that girl compete, whoever was the person that pulled the plug on that man coming up missed.
Yeah, but
real shit. They don't play that. I'm just saying.
So what? So what? It don't matter.
What you mean? So what? That man know. That man know. If I do not let this girl compete, this woman from Russia, my family is in danger. Fuck all that. She can compete.
Man,
the United States. I love the United States. The United States gonna run with the United States, man. Fair my ass. The United States gonna play the safe card and be like, okay, the rules is the rules. Russia ain't going for that shit. The people gonna be in the people ass. They're gonna be at that man, little girl school. They're gonna be all outside their house. Them people not playing about that, man. And that's all I'm saying. When you got a good that's their front office. Russia is their front office. They're not playing with that front office. They're gonna play with Adam Silver, whatever the fuck his name is. They're gonna play with him because he ain't worried about that shit, bro. But you know what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. But
I rest. Look, like they say in court, I rest my case, Your Honor.
Hey, bro, but a failed drug test is a failed drug test. You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
A banned substance is a banned substance.
Exactly.
Yeah, and a missing family member is a missing family member.
Right back.
But hey,
and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Facts is facts, bro.
That's a fact. A missing family member is a missing family member. Them people not about to lose no family member over no steroid.
Yeah, but
matter of fact, they probably sell a better drug after that. Hey, look, you're fucking up. This is the one we want you to use.
Hey, bro, if I fail a drug test and I can't participate in a certain event, and you fail a drug test, you're not supposed to be able to participate in that in anything either.
Listen to me. If my girl was from Russia and she was the next best thing run up to beat Jamaica or whoever was the running, and they said that girl couldn't run, and because of that, they was on them people asked that girl was running for the Olympics. That's all I'm saying. They know who to play with. You know how when you're a child, you know how you a child, and you know if I get a bad grade in class, if I go home and mama gonna be cool with it a little bit. She gonna fuss, she might pop me. But mama gonna be all right with it. But let me get that bad grade and go home and daddy home. And then he gonna fuck me up. I ain't going home with no bad grade. That's all I'm saying. They know who to play with. And people know who to play with, man.
That don't mean it's right, but that don't mean it's right.
No, I ain't saying it's right, but I know they know who to play with.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole world, like the whole world was, you know what I'm saying, the whole world was on that young girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? About failing the drug test. But yet, you know what I'm saying, you got this one fails the drug test and was able to still participate.
And nobody cared. Ain't no uproar. Just the people in the United States fussing because they know the government system fucked up and they don't back certain people. Fuck that.
It ain't that. It ain't that.
The United States, the United States ain't back that girl up and try to fight for her to run. They ran with the fucking punch saying that she fell.
They laughed at her. They laughed at her. They laughed at her.
They ain't fight for that girl, man. They ain't fight for her. It was just the black people. Just the black people fighting for her because they were fucked up. Because how you have some states, how you got some states that you can smoke and do all that shit like that, and you can't, man, fuck all that, man. Look, they know who to play with. At the end of the day, they know who to play with. I'm done with it.
And I'm like Carol smoke them on and off the track.
Ha!
Hey, hey, I'm just thinking about this too because I saw this earlier, bro. Man, we gotta get that boy Zion out of New Orleans, man.
You gotta go. You gotta go now.
That man don't want to be there. That man don't want to play with that man. That man doing everything in his power. That man don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, they say he might have to have another surgery on his foot.
Man, get him out of there, man. Get him out of there, coach.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Now look, you know what's the crazy thing about it? And like I said, this is all my opinion. This is nothing factual. This is just me thinking outside the box and joking about the shit, right? But that man doing everything in his power to say, please trade. I'm overweight. I'm not working out. You think that man, the moment they trade that man dropping 60 pounds. The moment that man gets traded somewhere, you're gonna show that man dunking and jumping over the backboard. That man not doing nothing. That man chilling. Get him out of there while you can still get something from him. Get some nice pieces from him.
I don't think he gonna lose the weight. I honestly think he feels he could play at that weight
until he come down on that fucking ankle.
Until he get the right people around him that will really push him. I think he's gonna be a bust.
That's unfair to say. That's unfair to say because his family is behind that. You can tell that man was raised right. He know right from wrong. The family know what they're doing. They don't want that man in New Orleans. That's not a feeling.
We don't want him in New Orleans neither, man. Get his ass out of there.
No, but I'm saying though, E, think about it. That you can tell that young man he was raised right. And he run with his family.
I'm not talking about family.
That's a plan. That's the plan. They running with an agenda to get him out of there, and they doing everything to get him out of there, and it's not working.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about family because we all know, your family gonna
that man look up to his stepdaddy. That man look up to his stepdad. That boy stepdad say, man, gain them pounds. They gonna talk about you. We know you can play. We can get you back in shape. Everything he do is muscle memory. Sports is muscle memory. That's all muscle memory. He get back in shape. He ain't gonna lose a step, but it's gonna hurt him, and he's still young.
Yeah, but
that man can drop them pounds like that. Man, you know that.
I wasn't talking about family though. Because we all know
running his career.
Your family gonna do whatever they gotta do to be around you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why sometimes you need maybe 2 or 3 outside of the family around you that's gonna push you. Because we all know your family, you know what I'm saying, family members, we just gonna, you know what I'm saying, not all, but family just gonna, you know what I'm saying, they just gonna say what they gotta say and, you know what I'm saying, do what you want them to do, you know what I'm saying, like do what, they just gonna do what you want them to do or say what you want them to say. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you need that outside, you know what I'm saying, person or people that's like, hey, look, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this is your family. I know you love your family, you rock with your family, but look, this is what you really need to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, look, bro, family can help you, but also family can also hurt you. especially when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, sports and business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of times, bro, family really do be hurting these dudes' business situations. Because they get because when you let family members get too deep into your business relationships, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, it messes up the business. So that's why it's kind of best to keep family away from your business situations as much as possible when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, the athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, man, that ball gotta get out of New Orleans, man. He never wanted to be there from the get-go. Man, get him out of New Orleans, man. He eating too much of that good food. That's what's going on. He eating too much of that good food in New Orleans. He don't want to be in New Orleans, but he sure tearing up the food. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I wanna see the dude play, man. I want to see what he can really do. But that dude, he will not last long in the NBA, bro. At 6'6", at damn near 300 pounds, bro.
Oh no, he won't. But I feel that he don't want to be there. Y'all know he don't want to be there. They playing the chicken game and losing money. Get him out of there while you can get something for him. Somebody, y'all saying that nobody not gonna pick that man up. They have a team that will pick that man up, trade for that man.
And that's why, bro, and that's why I say, bro, and we talked about this before, like on episode before. That's why I say, bro, instead of teams trying to hold on to a player that don't want to be there, man, get rid of him. Stop trying to hold on to a player that don't want to be there.
Look at Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Now let's just say this. And like I said, this is not a fact. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't care what's going to happen. But let's just say Ben, when he started playing for Brooklyn, that man starts showing his ass. That's going to look bad on Philly because they're going to say, man, y'all let that go?
Yeah.
That man not no scrub, man. That dude not no scrub. They was blaming him. And that's what he didn't like. You got to have my back. You got to have my back. And they didn't have his back. Yeah. So fuck it, I ain't going to play. Money not everything all the time.
You're right, but at the same time, that's why I say, like, when we talked about the whole Philly situation, we got to put the blame on both sides.
Of course.
Because we gotta put some blame on Ben Simmons because of the way he played. He was not playing up to the level of player that he really is. So yeah, on that part, yeah, we gotta put some blame on Ben Simmons. Now, some of the things that the team said, the way they handled some of the situations, yeah, they could have handled some of the situations a lot better in the media in what they were saying. But Ben Simmons gotta, you know what I'm saying, he gotta understand that he did have a part in that, the way he played. He did not live up, he was not playing up to the caliber player that people think he is. So yes, with this new start in Brooklyn, yes, I'm hoping to see the Ben Simmons that people really think that he is. You know, bro, this dude was in the defensive player of the year running a few years ago.
Yeah, he not no scrub.
So, but we'll see. We'll see, you know, we'll see how that goes, see what happens with that. And but that's about it for us, man, for tonight with that. So I want to roll with the shout outs.
Yeah. First, man.
Yes, sir.
First, the Valentine's couple edition, you remember, for the FOH After Dark is out. You know what I'm saying?
That spicy shit.
The second episode. We got a guest couple on up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all check that out. Y'all leave comments, topics, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to hear or whatever, you know. Leave that. Shout out Happy Hippie, you know. Don't forget to hit them up for y'all adult treats. Above the earth, you already know. As usual. Oh, above the earth, man. Follow them on Instagram _above the earth. Get you some merch. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana legalized on medical. You know what I'm saying? You can get flour now. Subscribe to you. Doctor. You know? So that's big, man. And that's about it, man. I mean, I got a couple of videos on YouTube. Y'all can subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Eazyana. Y'all check it out instead of dropping music. You know? But other than that, man, I ain't got nothing else.
Man, you might have to get big out of retirement, bro, and get big on the verse, man.
Man, send me the beat. Send me the beat. I pull a pin out of the safe and do a little something. I pull a pin out of the safe.
He been in retirement.
I forgot what they had. They had something at 5-star. They had something thing for the Southern Tier Awards. Man, Baker, we talked about doing some shit, man. We ain't ever do nothing, man.
You're right. But a lot of shit happened since then. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I kind of lost my passion. I kind of lost my passion for it with my ace. You know what I'm saying? Rest in heaven.
Right.
So my dog choking.
Yeah.
When that it's like that left from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was, to be honest with you, that was my drive, because we fed off of each other. Like, I knew if I'm gonna put something down, it gotta be down, because when I bring it to him, he my biggest critic. He gonna let me know what it is, so I had to come correct. I don't have that no more. But at the end of the day, it's still within me. That was just motivation. And like I said, at the end of the day, that's the main reason why I was kind of like, you know. But at the end of the day, when it's all love and it's going to the right place, you know I'm fucking with it. So like I said, you got something, you can send it tonight. I had that shit done. When you come out here, we can go and I'll lay that bitch down, dog. Real shit.
Yeah. I probably ain't got no verse.
And there you go. There you go. The FOH A&R right there. Boom. That's how it go.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, like I said, I'm definitely fucking with it. So I'm gonna shoot you my email. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot it to you, so we can do something. I got a little something, but that, like I said, that's the main reason why I ain't really like fuck with it heavy no more, because of that situation. But at the end of the day,
I know.
I still got it, man. I still be in the car wrecking that shit on the way to work sometimes, and just be like, damn, boy, that bitch sounds good or something. But like, that's the only reason why I would be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But for my shout out, man, shout out to Trinity Treats, all the delicious treats in the world. Y'all follow baby girl on Instagram, Trini_treats with a Z, TRINI_treats with a Z, not an S. Shout out to Dollar's Lemonade, bringing y'all another one, the best lemonade in the world. If you feel you got some, if you think your lemonade fucking with Dollar, you're tripping. We can do a taste test for the media and for the public, and we'll let the public understand who the champion or the queen of this lemonade shit. Shout out to Dollar's Lemonade. Another shout out I want to give is to my boys, man. Like, I don't know how they got their hands on this. I just seen them boys on US 90 with the NFL trophy. Them boys hauling the NFL trophy. It made it to LA. I don't even know how they got it, but they hauled that bitch all the way from Highway 90 in Louisiana all the way to Cali. So shout out to Macho Trucker. You feel me? Who I'm missing? Shout out to Too Much Cycling. It's gonna be dropping real soon. I talked to the owner. They say it's all good. They're getting the rest of the bikes put together. That shit gonna be lit. You want an event right around the city for Mardi Gras. You want to be lit for Mardi Gras season. They gonna have them bikes out. You know, I have the link and everything. I contact him if he was over the link. But shout out to Too Much Cycling. Fuck that. Now that we was talking about that music, BOF the Mob, Birds of a Feather. Shout out to the label. Salute to all my flocks out there. Y'all know who it is, nigga. We still here. BOF the mob. I think I'm missing somebody, man. Who I'm missing, y'all? I kind of want to start talking about that BOF.
Easy.
I know I got another one. Huh?
Nigga, Beezy, yeah.
Who? I ain't hear you.
Beezy, man.
Man, hey, look, Beezy, bro. Beezy been blowing me up. I've been dodging my dog. I told him I was gonna be on this show. That nigga been getting on my ass on social media.
Yeah, he been
on the show, man.
He been at you.
that man told me he gonna flatline. Man, I said, not my dog. I got kids, man. I got kids.
I said, man. I said, why Beezy beefing with Baker, man?
Man, Beezy on my ass, man. But that's on me though, man. I be working, man. I be trying to juggle everything. I'm gonna get at it. It's gonna be a fire ass episode. Yeah, hey, you say it, but that's why that's my dog. He hold you accountable. I told him I'm gonna be on it. All
us need to go on them, man. We need to go on.
Yeah, I told D, let me know next week.
And that way we can just go in there and talk about 9 sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. I fuck with that. So Beezy, I know you watching. You know what I'm saying? Like again, shout out BOF the mob. What's up, Flock? You feel me? We gonna jump on that Beezy, man. I'm gonna get at you, Playboy.
Yes. Non-sports stuff always interesting.
And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to CB3 and their basketball team. They won the championship. They came out victorious, so they the champ. His first championship ever. I'm proud of him. Yeah. And he did his shit. He did his shit. That was the first time he won a championship. So I'm proud of him.
The rings? They're gonna give him some little championship.
No,
rings?
Man, they gave him the medals. They do the medal. They should do the ring, but they did the medal. They did the medal. So I mean, they did they shit. Shout out to the CB3 and his organization. Like I say, you know, he ain't sit out like Ben Simmons. He went out there and performed. You feel me? And that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Again, like I said, BOF the fucking mob.
For sure. Simple, pretty short, man. As always, y'all follow us on Instagram. Follow our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stream us on Spotify. Man, it's simple, man. We're gonna keep it rocking. And also, it's Mardi Gras time. All my Louisiana people that like to come to Louisiana for Mardi Gras, man, everybody be safe. Don't get too bug wild. Be safe, man. It's Mardi Gras time. Enjoy. We haven't had Mardi Gras in a few years. About 2 years now. So hey, everybody just be safe, man, and enjoy, man. Boy Benoit.
Baker, Conflict of Sports.
This ain't the boot, this Eazyana. Conflict of Sports.